What's going on, guys? It's your boy Nolan Hawkeye Anthony. People in the Iowa Hawkeye University of Iowa sports area know who I am. But I just kind of wanted to start talking because I lately I've been watching these manosphere type videos, and I think many people, when they hear that, they have an instant reaction of saying, sexist, you sexist. When in reality, it's not that. The truth of the matter is, it's just older men providing advice to other men, and in particular, young men like myself. I just went for a run. Sorry about that. And and I want to preface all of this by saying that I don't know everything. I have just started reading this literature, watching the videos, and things of that nature. I do have a master's degree in industrial organizational psychology, so I do know, uh, you know, um, relational type ideas and theory, so to speak. But no doubt about it, even though I went to private schools, there is definitely a feminist driven ideology that was within all of those courses. Maybe not every single course, but definitely some. I mean, I remember I had to take a gender studies class, and then I, I also had to. But there was good classes like marriage and I think it was marriage and counseling. No, not marriage and counseling. It was marriage and something. And there were beneficial classes. I mean, I'll give you an example. I learned right away that you know um, if you move in with somebody, okay, as a man, if you allow your woman to move in with you before marriage, okay, 10% of you guys. So if there was 10 of you guys, one of if there are 10 couples who moved in before getting married, one of them would actually get married. Okay. The rest of you guys would break up. And then out of that 10% of those individuals actually stay together. So 90% of that 10% get divorced. So, I learned, great things like that. And I will never, ever, ever even consider, uh, number one, I'm not even sure how down I am with marriage in general. Um, you know, um, Here, give me 1 second, folks. I don't like that my voice carries so much. I just want it to just be myself and you guys. I know that was not very professional. I probably should have taken care of, not probably, I should have taken care of that. Where was I? Um, yeah, my dad's been divorced twice. And, he was a perfectly fine dad. And my little sister, the mother of my little sister, got majority custody for no reason at all, other than that's just how it is. And this is in the state of California. So I'm not really for marriage in general, but if I did, there's no way on this earth I would ever consider uh, allowing the woman that I'm interested in moving in with me before we got married. All right. I also want to preface, and what we're going to be talking about is is how interested women are in guys. That's what we're going to be talking about, and and just I'm going to be reacting to what I have heard, and I'm probably going to botch some of it, maybe even a lot of it. But I want to preface it with saying, listen, folks, I don't know everything about this. I'm still learning. I'm only 26, okay, and I'm still learning. So I'm not going to get this perfect. I think Aaron Cleary or Aaron Clay is a good guy to go listen to. Rollo Tomassi is a great guy to listen to. Um, there's another guy. I'm going to see if I can find him real quick, just so I can give them shout outs and let you guys know who I'm listening to. Let me see if I can find his name here. He's solid. He was actually the first guy that I started listening to. Um, but then, not that I found better individuals, but I just haven't been listening to him as much. But he's still solid as well. Let me see if I can find him. But so a lot of you guys are out there just trying so hard and desperately for women. And the reality is that, in my opinion, and based off of what I've heard, that is what men are supposed to do. We are supposed to go and look for women and try to attract one to be our wife or to be our lifelong partner. There's nothing wrong with that. If it was 1960 or 1950, plain and simple, the most recent generations, millennials and things like that, suck. We are terrible. The saying, I think it's the saying, hard times create good men, good men create good times, and good times create weak men, or something like that. And I absolutely believe that that's true. I'm just trying to find the other guy so I can give you guys. It's Aaron Cleary, Rollo Tomassi, and let me see if I can find this other guy here. Um, Gosh dang it. This is bothering me that I can't find it like I should right now. Because I just want to get into what I want to say. And if I can't find it here in the next 2 seconds, I'm just gonna move on. One and a half, 1 3/4, and come on, dude, where the hell are you? Okay, all right, let's move on. If I can find him, great. Oh, also Kevin Samuels, this black dude, he's solid. Kevin Samuels is solid. Um, so Kevin Samuels is solid. And let's see here. I can't believe YouTube is such garbage. They purposely put nonsense that I don't even listen to in my here's his name, Rich Cooper. Rich Cooper. There it is. YouTube is terrible. Even though I'm going to be uploading this video on YouTube. Actually, I haven't decided yet. So back to my point. And this is from what I have heard. And again, I'm probably going to botch some of it. Guys, we have been going after women so hard, and that's our natural proclivity to do. It's what we're supposed to do. The problem is that this is not normal society and how it's always been. We are living in a world right now where things are turned upside down. There are very few things that are as they should be. Okay. As far as, men being men, women being women, and just, all these ideas out there, calling it clown world is probably the best thing to do. In other words, we're going against the grain. We are purposely going against the grain. So this is not your normal stuff. Okay. Number one, you have guys that are afraid now to go after women because of the Me Too stuff. And I get that completely. Totally understand that. You have that. And by the way, I'm going to come back to the soy boy men in a second because they're not going to get off the hook here. You have, and then you have guys who claim social anxiety. And then, women have as high opinion right now of themselves as they have ever had in history. Okay. And when guys do go up to women, it doesn't happen. Let's say a guy gets a girl's number it is rare that that chick is actually going to respond back to that guy. They're likely going to flake. My move that I always do is I just call the chick, because when you call the chick, you just, you can start vibing on the phone right then and there. She can get to know you, start to feel comfortable with you, and you're good. Texting is a waste of time. All these pickup guys that have, texting stuff. Listen, it's all just luck. It's all just luck, really, at the end of the day, because women have like four guys that, or at least they have at least six guys that are interested in them. They're texting all of them, and it's just luck if they choose you, really, at this point. The thing that interested me, and I'm only going to try and do a 20-minute video, was if you look at the dating sites, Bumble, Tinder, things like that. Aaron Clay, who wrote a great book, I don't have the book off the top of my head. Apparently, if you are if you are one of the 10% of guys that are lucky enough to get matched with a chick, you have about a 2% chance of actually hanging out with that girl. Or it was either hanging out. Yeah, I think it was hanging out. And then marriage is a whole nother thing, which lowers the percentage of it working out tremendously, way more. So you have a 2% chance if you are lucky enough to get, matched. And I can say that with 100% certainty. I always got matched on Bumble. But there was like maybe like one or two times that it actually came to fruition in meeting up. Dating sites, guys, are a waste of effing time. Completely and utterly a waste of time. They're a waste of your money. They're a waste of your time. The fact is, all women, not all, obviously, okay? I can't speak for the extremes on either side here. Wow, this wasn't even plugged in. My bad, guys. My bad. That sucks. Because I was actually feeling pretty dang good about how this was going. All guys went, okay, let me restart. Women, okay, all the women out there that you see, of all shapes and sizes, race, color, creed, the whole nine yards, are going after 10%, the top 10% of guys. 10% of the guys are getting all the chicks. And that doesn't really surprise me, because I go back to high school, and I went to a big high school with about 2,000 people, and it was the same guys, and I was one of them. I'm not gonna say that I wasn't. Yeah, that was a soft brag. I'm not gonna lie. But all the same guys got the chicks, and we all hung out with each other so that we could, I don't know, do even better, so to speak. And so it makes sense. It makes sense. And you know, it's crazy. And so what I'm getting at here is that I think unequivocally, as a man, your best option is to put your head down, work your tail off, and I'm a Christian, okay? And from my Christian belief, when God wants it to happen, you will meet the person that you need to meet. God will put the person in your life. Now that's not me saying that you shouldn't go out in life and try and meet people, because I absolutely believe you should do that. Even if you're not a Christian, go to church and meet people. You know, beautiful women go to church. Go online and find groups that you would be interested in and going to, and just meeting people. But as far as actively, the number one thing that you actively care about being women, cut that out. It 100%, it needs to be putting resources into yourself, guys. I don't know how else to say it besides that. You have to put everything into yourself because, and I've listened to Rich Cooper a lot. At the end of the day, even when you do meet a woman, you want to be an alpha. And alpha may mean different things to different people, but how I'll say it is you just want to be a strong man that the woman trusts you to make decisions. And some people are going to hear that and say, "Oh, so women can't be equal?" No, they can't. We complement each other. That's what we were put on this earth to do. Complement each other. And in fact, if you're talking about equality, come on, guys. If you think that men and women are equal today, you're crazy. We're not. There are many circumstances where women are given the upper hand. College sports is an example. I played a Division I water polo. There's way more women's sport. There's always more female sports than there are male sports. And so, you know, you just need to work on yourself, become a good and solid man yourself, and have that be the number one priority. And some of you guys that may hear this will say, will actually have a girlfriend. And the reality is, I would venture to guess that most of you guys are being led around by that girl. You're being led around. And that's not fun. Guys, we only get one life to live on this earth. And I'll be darned if I live this one life on earth being dragged around and just for the occasional, boom, boom. It's good, but it ain't that good. So, I'm interested in this because I'm interested in helping people. With the sports stuff I do it because I know that there's a thirst for Iowa sports content, and I want to make people's days better by doing that. And I look around and I see, when I was in college, I noticed it big time. Just zero direction for men, none whatsoever. There was no direction for men. And the male professors, they had zero cojones to actually give direction to the male students. And there's just no direction. And if you think that your dad, or in in a lot of cases for some of you guys, just your mom is going to give you the right advice for your life, you are sadly mistaken. Now, some of you guys, again, the extremes, some of you guys got lucky. Okay. I had a good dad. I have a good dad. But even he failed me in advice for being, once I became a man. And I just think there's a general lack of direction. Plain and simple. I think there's a general lack of direction. And if I can help in any way with that, I will, I'll do it. Now, I will say this to close this out. This is not me giving a cop out to you weak ASS guys. Okay. I get it. I can understand the argument why you are weak, which is society has basically said, screw you. But so what? Say screw you back. Say screw you back. I love Steven Crowder's new shirt. And I don't agree with everything he says, but I love his new shirt that says fight like hell. And that's what you need to do. Guys, we only get one go around in this life. And, you got to be happy. And right now, I don't see very many men that are actually happy. You know, I, what I'm seeing are many men who their testosterone levels are low. You know, they could probably use a good butt whooping, you know, by another guy, just so that they can get their, you know, adrenaline going and get pumping. And also, guys, get in the gym, get in shape, get in shape. Plain and simple. It's good to be in shape. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing this. I don't necessarily have a ton of experience, a ton of knowledge on this. Um, but I am going to continue to look at maybe topics. This was a general video on what I thought about Aaron Cleary's stats concerning dating sites where you guys basically have a 2% chance of actually going out with the chick. And moving forward, if I can develop more straightforward topics and things like that, while also saying I'm still learning myself, then I'd love to do it. You know, also a little bit about myself. I'm a minimalist. You know, I think a lot of the uh, men out there who are helping out men uh, put too much emphasis on money because at the end of the day, the only money that matters is the money that you have in your bank account. You know, if you make $100,000, but you're spending 90,000 a year, dude, you ain't making 100 grand. You're making 10. So, yeah, so that's just a little bit about myself, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and the little conversation. I'm curious what the feedback's going to be, and so yeah, obviously, DBAP, don't be a little pussy willow, and facts over feelings. Your feelings don't matter. Love y'all. Look forward to hearing your feedback. All right, bye.